how to get mad culinary skills, the Last O.G. cookbook. And, of course, when you think of cookbooks, you think of Tracy Morgan. You are the new Martha Stewart.
Well, growing up in the hood, in the neighborhoods, you had to know how to get down for your crown. So my Uncle Fatty Love, a.k.a. Michael, he would throw all the leftovers in one plot and call it Wild Style. And that began the journey. He used to also call me Young Skywalker in the kitchen. Young Skywalker.
Wait. How did you get the nickname Young Skywalker in the kitchen?
I look like Luke. Plus, first of all, I look like Luke Skywalker. Okay, I'm built like him.
Wait a minute. If I close my good eye, yeah, you look a little bit. Yeah.
And then my uncle, he was like Ben Kenobi, but with the kitchen utensils. That's how we slice up cucumbers.
With the lightsaber?
I had a sister that looked like Chewbacca.
Here's my Chewbacca.
She was hairy. Wait a minute, you got to put more big. That's his cousin. Lubaka. That's Lubaka.
Oh, Lubaka.
That's Lubaka. This is Chewy.
Yeah.
But everybody know Chewy was Chewy was full of crap.
Hey, Fritzy does
Chewy was behind on his child support payments, and everybody knows it.
Fritzy does a pretty good impersonation of you. I want you to grade it. Fritzy.
Let me see.
Hey.
I like Rory Sparrow and Louis Orr. I'm a New York Knicks fan. Somebody gonna get pregnant at this point.
Wow.
What do you think?
I'm Brian Fellows. You better tell that ostrich to stop staring at me.
You slow it down a little bit.
Okay.
You better tell that bird to stop staring at me. I'm Brian Fellows.
No, stop talking so fast. You don't have to sell me a Cadillac. I don't talk that fast. See how I'm talking my pace? Let me hear you talk with this pace.
I like the New York Knicks. I like Rory Sparrow.
Slow it down.
He can't.
Is he a real New Yorker?
Yeah.
Yeah, from Brooklyn.
Yeah, Brooklyn.
So where was you when the lights went out in 75?
I was in my
That's how you could tell a real New Yorker.
I was in my apartment. I was 6 years old. I was in my apartment building in Brooklyn, New York, in the Brighton Beach, Coney Island area.
Wow.
Waiting for my grandfather to come home.
Coney Island.
Yeah, I was waiting for my grandfather to come home from synagogue.
Yeah, you know what it was.
I sure do.
That's how you could tell a real New Yorker. Where was you when the lights went out in 75?
Yeah.
Where was you when the son of Sam was running around here?
I was in Ohio.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know where you at now? You in Rome.
I'm in Rome.
New York. John Lennon said New York City is Rome, baby.
Will you ever leave here?
Never. That's my roots. And when you cut the tree from the roots, what happened to the tree?
It does.
There you go.
Oh, let me give the official introduction here. The cookbook is a tie-in to the TBS comedy, The Last O.G., starring Tracy Morgan and Tiffany Haddish. I like her.
Yeah.
She's good.
She's good. She's a good kid.
Yeah.
Good kid.
Yeah, she's good.
She's still learning, but because she's new to all of this, but she's going to be good.
80 soulful recipes with street cred. The Last O.G. airs Tuesdays at 10:30 Eastern on TBS.
That's right.
You know, street cred should
You know what I made last night? For speaking of street cred?
Okay.
You want to know what I made last night? Can I tell you what I made last night, Dan?
Okay.
I made pork and beans and hot dogs.
Okay.
Right after I finished watching True Grit. That's why they call me Tracy Morgan, a.k.a. Rooster Cogburn.
You got a lot of nicknames.
Rooster Cogburn, baby. A.k.a. Ron Jeremy Jr.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay. Were you the funniest guy in your neighborhood growing up?
Absolutely. In New York. We not talking about the neighborhood. Transcended.
Oh, what?
It became New York.
Who's funnier than you?
What?
Yeah.
Watch your mouth.
Is there anybody that you go, oh, boy?
Richard Roundtree, they compared me to.
No. That's Shaft. He wasn't funny.
Okay. He had a sense of humor.
Right on.
I don't know if you ask any woman that I haven't dealt with, they say he the funniest.
But is there a comedian that you went, he's got some skills?
Yeah, but he's not with us anymore. Richard Pryor, he's not with us
That's the
anymore.
only guy that compares to you.
He's the king. We're all just his princes.
Did you ever meet Richard Pryor?
Yes. I met him when I was on the Martin Lawrence show. And me and Martin went to the Comedy Store, and he was there in a wheelchair at that point. And he signed a piece of paper for me. I'll never forget how it looked. And it said Richard Pryor. You could barely read his ledger at that point.
Yeah.
But I saved that piece of paper for 12 years. Then I lost my wallet one time. But I got it in my head, though. I got it how it looked. I got the paper.
Yeah.
I got it on my head. Kept it in my wallet. Like I have a picture of Nipsey Russell in my wallet. And Lucille Ball. And I owe to Jackie Gleason. I keep Jackie Gleason with me. He made me want to do comedy.
Jackie Gleason.
Yeah. Jackie, if you watch the first year of the Last O.G. Episode 9, me and Tiffany Haddish are on the couch talking, and I look at her and I go, baby, you're the greatest. That was for Jackie.
Jackie Gleason.
Yeah,
I think Lucille Ball's underrated.
Oh, no, she's not. She taught me physical. She had a whole mouthful of candy in her mouth.
Chocolate.
So that was the physical. And the problem, I think, sometimes with the stand-up, the comedy today, is that a lot of people are afraid to take the pie in the face. I'm old school comedy. I do anything for a laugh. I'm old school.
You would take a pie. When's the last time you took a pie in the face?
Last night, my wife oh, God doggone it, Dan.
Every time you come on, you get in trouble with your wife. Like there's.
But that's my job. That's what we do. You do it for me. I'm no different than any other guy in here that's married.
What is bothering you sports-wise now? Like your Knicks? Are you okay with?
I'm good. When you make a bold trade, like KP and Junior and all of them, and you free up 75 in salary cap, that means the rings are coming. I just have to tell Nick fans, be patient.
They've been patient a long time.
Yeah, I know, but everything when it's ready. We sell no wine before it's time. Asti Spumante. Rio Niti on ice.
You don't drink Asti Spumante.
No, I don't, but that's what it was. Asti Spumante. Everybody be patient. I love Fizdale. Dolan is leaning back, letting everybody do their job now.
What if Kevin Durant came to you?
I already called the guy. Kevin is coming. Kyrie is coming. And I already spoke to the government about the ball dropping, so we getting Zion. Don't worry about that.
You are.
I spoke to the government. Somebody got paid.
What if Kevin Durant said, hey, sell me on the Knicks?
This is Rome, okay? This is Rome. You win a ring here, Wall Street is right down the block, Kevin. Win a ring here, you can sell all the Big Macs and Cadillacs you want after that. This is the biggest market in the world. The Knicks could be in last place, we still make the most money in the NBA. This is New York City, baby. Rome. You're in the center of the universe.
What kind of game do you got?
I was a point guard. I had the sham guard down back all day.
You were God sham God before God sham God?
Get crossed up and crisscrossed. Then you crossed out. Do not let me cross you up. I'll cross you right up. I gave the sham guard.
God sham God's a great name.
Oh, throw it in the front. Boom. Sham guard. Reach if you want to.
But could you play? Could you shoot?
You ain't want to be post up. I was young post up. I could post up and I could shoot.
Yeah?
24 feet. Shoot. And I could defend against the pick and roll. You're not making the league if you can't defend against the pick and roll.
You're old school.
Old school.
Yeah.
I still wear Chuck Taylors.
OG. Well, you don't have Chuck Taylors on right now.
Nah, that's because I'm walking.
Oh.
But when I'm on the court, I string them up. You don't want me, I string them up. I string them up. I still don't they don't tape my ankles up. I just put it down, and I wear tight shorts.
I like it.
I was like that when I played for Milwaukee back in '72.
You were there with Al Cindor and Oscar Robertson.
Yeah, that was my man, my little man. Come on, man. I graduated from Powell Memorial.
Ooh.
With Lou Alcindor.
Yeah, of course
I said Powell Memorial.
Yeah. But he graduated. You didn't.
Nah, dropped out. I told you that. I love dropping out. I wish I could go back and drop out again. Love it when a plan comes to
How about we do a show, you
work.
going back to high school?
Yeah, listen, like I said, in that book, that cookbook right there, there's a section on school lunch. Got to be a theme for cooking. Last night was school lunch.
Do you want to stick around?
I'm not going nowhere.
I got a little commercial break here.
I'm not going nowhere, Dan.
He's Tracy Morgan. He's the Last O.G. Check out the cookbook. More with Tracy coming up. And Bubba Watson. Of course you would put those two together. Tracy Morgan and Bubba Watson coming up. If I told you 30 years ago you'd be pumping out a cookbook here, you would have said
listen,
what?
in prison, that's where the best cooks are.
They are.
They have nothing to do. They got nothing but time to learn how to cook with what they give them. They can make a pot roast out of a honey bun.
Yeah, but you haven't been to prison, have you?
Never.
Okay. Well, then how'd you become a good cook?
I know people who've been to prison. Okay?
All right.
I know people who've been to prison. You know, we were just talking boxing. You know I'm doing that thing for DAZN now.
Are you an analyst?
No, I'm representing DAZN.
Oh, you are?
You know what DAZN is?
Yes.
That's the end of pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And they got a match coming up with Canelo.
Against Jacobs.
Your friend
Yeah, John Skipper used to be at
He
ESPN.
started The Zone. Yeah, The Zone is good.
Yeah.
And it's less money. People don't want to pay all that kind of money, man.
How about being a ring announcer?
I could do it, but I would rather be a corner man. I could see myself as Mick. I'm the black Mick. The Rocky. I'm a young Ernie Fudge. You want to win? Do you want to win, son? Give me that water down there. Give me that water. Wash his mouthpiece off. Come on now. Everything we worked on in the gym. Come on, man. I'm going to throw this towel in if you don't start punching.
Bundini Brown.
Got to throw punches. That corner man sees what you don't see in the ring.
Fritzy's been doing his impersonation of Rocky's
Let me hear you.
He'll knock you to the mother rock. I say you can't win.
What do you think?
Oh, yeah. He got it. This guy used to be in show business.
Like he's
Catch that chicken, you Italian bastard.
What about my prime? What about my prime? What about me, Mick? Where were you in my prime?
You ain't got the eye of the tiger like this guy.
Well,
We don't want any
about
part
my
of this.
prime? What about my prime?
Oh, they wasn't
I cried when he did that.
husbands.
I cried.
I gotta protect you.
Remember when he put Mick on?
Yeah.
When he said, "What about my prime?" And then Mick walked out. Did he chase him? I said, "He got him. He got him. He let Mick come in."
Because
when you could I ask you a question, Dan?
Yes.
What was the first words you heard in The Godfather? The very first words. I believe in America. Remember when he said that? The mortician said, "I believe in America."
Oh.
My office in my house is based on The Godfather, same color and everything. I have a mortician come in every week just to say,
No,
I
you
believe.
don't. No, you don't.
Yeah,
No,
I do.
you
I
don't.
hired a mortician to come in once a week and go, "Can I be your friend, Godfather?"
But this is the day of his daughter's wedding.
The day of his daughter's wedding. Come on, man.
You can't refuse.
Yeah, you can't. He said, may your first grandchild be a masculine grandchild. Remember that?
You don't do
Who slept with the fishes?
Luca.
That's right, Brosky.
But you don't do a Brando impersonation, do you?
No, I can't do the
Who's your best? You do have go-to. Do you do Judge Judy?
No.
No, I
don't
read
do
that.
impressions.
You do.
I don't. I do original characters.
Okay, impressions include, this on a bio here. You tell me. Louis Armstrong,
Yes.
Judge Judy Bailiff Burt,
Yeah, I did that on Saturday Night Live. But that's the
Maya
show.
Angelou.
Could I say something? My greatest impression was Dr. Zayas from the Planet of the Apes.
Okay.
The first
All
one.
right, let me close my eyes and I'll imagine that I'm watching
Okay,
the
this
Planet
is
of the
Zera.
Apes. Okay.
Zera and Dr. Zera. This was after he tied him up on the beach, and Taylor drove off with Nova. He rode off on a horse, and then Zera said, "What do you think he'll find out there, doctor?" And he said, "His destiny."
Wow.
Tell me that's not awesome.
That's quite a, but okay, but you don't do impressions of any of these people? Star Jones?
Not on the regular.
Oh, okay. William Perry?
Me and my wife, when we alone, we role play.
And who are
And
you?
I'm Dr. Zayas.
Oh, you are?
She's Zera.
Oh.
What do you think he'll find out there, doctor? His destiny. We make love.
The cookbook, the Last O.G. cookbook, is a tie-in to the TBS comedy, The Last O.G. It's Tracy and Tiffany Haddish, and you have the 80s soulful recipes and street cred inspired by the show with elements woven throughout that will immerse readers in the OG universe. The second season of The Last O.G. airs Tuesday at 10:30 Eastern on TBS.
Yeah, and you know what? This show, people are gravitating to the show. A lot of people. It's a really great show.
Where do you shoot it?
We shoot it on the streets of Brooklyn. So my show is not a show about the community. My show is a show starring in the community. It's like looking at Coolie High all over again. Coolie High meets the our couple, the honeymooners.
So The White Shadow?
Coolidge
High.
like Coolidge. It was a show about the community.
But
Coolidge.
Okay, but you grew up with some famous people in the Bronx, right?
I had a few of them around me in Brooklyn.
Okay.
And the Bronx.
Okay. Like who?
Okay, and just in my projects alone, you had Mark Breland.
Ooh, the great fighter.
Mark Breland. Then you had Mo Sanford. He was a big at Boys and Girls High School that played D1.
Okay.
These are the people I grew up under. That was my family. Then I have Londell McMillan, who is the executive of Prince's estate and Michael Jackson's old lawyer.
Okay.
Londell McMillan. He's also the editor of The Source magazine.
All right.
Big shouts, Londell. And then I had my dad. Then I had my uncles. Those my father was my first OG. Okay, my last one was Jimmy
Was he
Mack.
funny?
What? My father was Richard Pryor funny, and he was a musician.
But wasn't Jay-Z...
Played just like Rick James. We called him Rick Jimmy. Jimmy Morgan. We call him Rick Jimmy.
Really?
And I get it from him. But what I get from my mom was her stubbornness. She refused to let her kids go to prom. My mom refused to take no for an answer. And that's what I am as far as funny and show business. I refuse. You know how many people said it's not conventional? Stand-up comedy is not a conventional job. I refuse to take no. I'm funny. I'm funny like my dad.
Was Jay-Z in your neighborhood?
Jay-Z, matter of fact, great. Jay-Z grew up right across the street. Biggie Smalls, Little Kim, Little C's. We all come from Bed-Stuy, do or die, take the girl, kill the guy. That's where I'm from. And Michael Jordan was born in Brooklyn Hospital right down the block.
Yeah, but you can't really take credit for that.
Yeah, why not?
I mean,
Where
he was only there.
Born? Where was he born?
Born in Brooklyn.
Then say it, Dan.
I know, but
Man, you
it's
from Brooklyn.
But you can't say, boy, Michael's part of the great basketball tradition of New York
Because
City.
he went here. No, he went here. That's why I say I don't think LeBron ever be better than Jordan because he don't got a flu game. I can show you a double nickel on Christmas Eve.
Do you
102
really?
fever.
Do you
I can
think,
show you that.
Trace.
But wait a minute, Dan. I can show you Willis Reed limping out the tunnel. That's a flu game. I did comedy 101 fever. That's a flu game.
Wow.
I'm great.
Wait, your fever was all the way up to 101?
And I got to stand and know. It wasn't just comedy. I got to stand and know. 101 fever. Stand and know at Carnegie Hall.
Do you think that Jordan maybe didn't have the flu? He was hungover.
Nah, I don't think he drank. I don't think he drinks. That's Michael Jordan.
It's a better story if he has the flu, I guess.
Michael Jordan drinks milk.
No, he
just like Michael Jackson. There's a picture of Michael Jackson with a glass of orange juice at Studio 54. You've seen it.
Did you ever go to Studio 54?
I was too young.
Oh, but
I was in Studio 54, but I think I was inside of my father at the time.
Oh, you were? Your dad went?
I wasn't here.
Yeah. He was Rick James before Rick James.
Yeah, we call him Rick Jimmy.
Yeah, super freaky.
Yeah, very. My mother called him a weedy beady bing bong freak.
And that means what?
Because look at Tracy.
What was your first paid stand-up gig?
You mean the first time I started thinking outside the box was at Uptown Comedy Club. I think I got $75. When I first started, $75. I was maybe, 21, 22? Then I got on Def Jam. But then again, you got to understand, 4 months out of the workshop, I was on Def Jam. That's 4 months after I went to the workshop, I was already on Def Jam. That don't happen for everybody. I don't even come from this planet. I come from a planet named Krypton. I'm from a planet called Krypton.
Do you remember one of your first
Superman
jokes?
wasn't scared of no green rock. He was scared of Lois.
Ooh.
He was scared of Lois.
Yeah.
He was scared of her.
Do you remember your first comedy set?
Yo, the first time I told a joke, I was like 4 years old, sitting on my father's lap.
No, when you did it professionally.
Yeah, that was Uptown Comedy Club.
But do you remember any of your jokes?
I don't remember that. That was 30 years ago. That was 30 years ago. I know it's funny.
What's your go-to joke?
Yeah, I can't say it on air.
Oh, you can?
No, it's about sex.
Okay.
Sex is the funniest thing in the world. We just take it too serious. But if you look at it, we look hilarious. We look hilarious. People look so crazy in the bed. You can't take it serious. We look bugged out. We make bugged out noises. We're weird. We laugh when we see two dogs humping. Imagine how human beings look with no clothes on.
Imagine what dogs think watching.
If you were to stand back and look at it, look at you and your wife, you'd be like, ugh, we look weird. We look weird. Our toes and it look weird.
We're talking to Tracy Morgan.
Look at us.
I know.
If you go look at it on tape, that don't look nothing like porno. Because it looks so smooth when they do it, right? But when we do it, it's so clumsy and people stop and say, wait a minute, I can't breathe. Things that we say, move your leg. Ow, 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 ow. Stop, move my arm. I got a cramp, wait a minute. I'm cramping up, move. The things we say to each other, right?
I'm glad you cleaned it up for me there. Thank you.
But my neck. Wait a minute. Something burning. That pot roast is burning. I got a brisket in the oven. Wait a minute.
Honey bun.
Y'all better stop jumping on them damn bunk beds. Got them kids. Let me go get them kids.
How many kids do you have?
On the books or off? On the books or off? Everybody said that to me.
Let me go on the book.
I got 4.
You got 4 on the book.
4 on the books, but I'm trying to break Eddie Murphy record.
Eddie's got.
I'm trying to break Gundy's record. I'm almost close to Bob Marley.
Really?
Yeah.
How many kids has Bob got? 12?
18.
Really?
Yeah, I'm right there, right around the corner.
You got some work to do, don't you?
Yeah, I'm on the streets. You know I'm on the streets.
Okay.
I'm on the streets turning good girls bad. I'm on them streets turning all them good girls bad.
What's the, we were talking about Mike Tyson. This was during the commercial break. And you think that Mike Tyson, things changed when he fought Mitch Blood Green, not when he lost in Tokyo.
Yeah, that's what I was told. Mitch was the first one to take him 12.
How many fights did you see that Tyson fought? Did you go to many in person?
I missed one because I went to get something to drink.
Which one? Was that the one in Atlantic City?
If you go to that bathroom, you're going to miss this fight. That's a young Mike. Remember when Mike was fighting?
Yeah.
If you went to the bathroom, it was a good chance you was going to miss the fight. What I miss? It's over. It's over.
I went to see when he fought Joe Frazier's son. That didn't last
that
long.
Didn't look good.
And Michael Spinks, I went to see that one. That one didn't last long either. Like when you can see, it's rare when you see fear on somebody's face.
Well, you see it.
But I saw fear in those men.
Of course, I saw it. I was home. You was at the fight, and I saw it.
Yeah.
I said, this man shouldn't be fighting.
But if it went past the 3rd round, Mike started to get a little nervous.
Well, I don't know if he got nervous because he was already, like a machine.
Well, everything ended in the 1st or 2nd round.
When he fought Mitch Blood Green, he really believed he was the greatest man in the world. You know that. You were there.
Yeah.
And then Mitch took him 12 rounds. And that's when the boxing community said, wait a minute. And then in Tokyo, that man's mom had just passed away.
Busters.
And once you're determined, once somebody's determined to get you, they're going to get you.
Did you hang out with Tyson at all?
No.
Never.
But I'm friends with him now. I work with him.
Okay.
I work with him, and he's from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
But I remember Mark Breland bringing him through my projects before he became Mike Tyson. Mark had just won the Olympic gold in '84, and he brought a young Mike Tyson. Nobody knew who he was. Everybody was in Mark. So I saw Mike before he became Mike Tyson.
And then he grew up in Bensonhurst, didn't he?
No, he grew up in Brownsville. And him and Rick both from Brownsville. I'm from Bed-Stuy. I don't go to Brownsville. Brownsville is rough. Brownsville is rough.
What would they do to you in Brownsville?
They throw a refrigerator off the roof and hit you, man. That's what they do to you in Brownsville. I'm not going across Mother Gaston. Mother Gaston is the street. I'm not going across that street.
No.
That's Brownsville over there, man.
You're Tracy Morgan.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Would they throw a fridge at Tracy Morgan?
Yeah.
If you wore that watch.
I'm not, if I wore this watch, what?
What would happen?
I'll be up probably, I don't know. I'm just not wearing it. I know I'm not coming back with it.
Would you just hand it over as soon as you walked in?
I'm not be out in Brownsville with my watch showing. Hey, look at me. I got a Rolex. So I'm not doing that.
The show is The Last OG, and it's Tracy Morgan with Tiffany Haddish. And check out the cookbook, The Last OG cookbook.
Check out DAZN.
And DAZN also, because you got the fight, Mr. Boxing. You got Canelo versus Jacobs, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's good. That's big time stuff.
Yeah.
That's Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good fight. A lot of boxing. Boxing is becoming prominent again.
Did you box growing up?
No, but I watched it. I'm around Mark Breland, so he got our attention, all the kids.
Last time you got in a fight?
I was 17. I'm 50 now.
What happened?
Last time I got into a fight was with my wife. I lost. That's what happened. She hit me one time with a frying pan, and my son was right there going, he said, down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
Is your wife undefeated?
My wife is undefeated. We don't physically, but we argue, she wins. Happy wife, happy life.
There you go. Smart man.
Even when she wrong, I apologize. I'm sorry.
The Last O.G. cookbook. He's Tracy Morgan. Great to see you.
Thank you,
Glad
Dan.
you're
I love
doing
you,
well.
Dan. Thank you very much.
It's always great to see
Everybody
you.
in here, I love you.
All right.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.